All right, thank you. I was telling some people a little while ago, it just pointed out to me that I haven't shaved, and it really just dawned on me. This is great for me because this is the real world again. I haven't been off campus since last Thursday, so been in the Mabee Center sleeping and doing our thing on campus and on the field, and so this is great for us to be able to get out and do this. And thank you all for coming and joining us for the event. These look like they're starting out very good for the year. Like I said, we started out camp last Thursday. We've got between 100 and 105 players in right now, and things are going incredibly well. Operationally, it's nice to get through into your second or third year and have everybody kind of know, as far as staff-wise and player-wise, what you expect and how things should be done. And our older group of guys have done a very good job with our younger kids. We've got about 62 or so returning, 63 or so returning players, and we've got about 38, 39, 40 incoming players, and this either freshmen or transfers over the summer. So we've got between like 103, 104 players on campus right now, so it's a lot of folks to keep track of. But as our players will tell you, it's been as much fun as I've had in camp in a long time. Our competitiveness, our intensity level on both sides of the ball and in special teams has been extremely good up until this point. Sean and I and Coach Weigel just walked off the practice field here about 45 minutes ago, and we'll be back on the field again at 2:30 as it's a two-a-day practice for us today. And how the NCAA works with that, our first 5 days of football camp, our first 5 days is called an acclimatization period where you can't have a two-a-day practices. And some of you out there remember the three-a-day practices that a lot of us used to go through. These young guys don't have any clue about that, do you, Sean? Remember a three-a-day? No, you should be glad. But the first 5 days we couldn't have a two-a-day. We had a two-a-day. Our first one was Tuesday. We had a one-a-day yesterday and a two-a-day today, and we'll rotate that all the way through until school starts. But things are going incredibly well. Excited about our guys that have returned and the preparation that they've done over the summer with their bodies. The ones that were here on campus working out with each other, and the ones that had gone home for the summer came in incredibly good shape, which helps the cause. And as we get going into next week and get ready for game week on our first week when we go to Colorado Mines week 1 in Golden, Colorado, which is a team that we played in our first game last year here, and very excited about that. And then we were trying to get a home game for week 2. It got late in the season, and our week 2 game is almost like a home game, at least from our travel standpoints. We go up to Missouri Western in week 2, I believe, on September 8th, and play a very good football team up there. So we'll find out in a hurry how good we are, and then we jump into conference play week 3. So very excited about the progress we've made so far in camp, and more our kids and about the effort they're putting forth and the competition they're creating amongst themselves.
This year, we've men's and women's team, they came in fit, sharp. Last year we weren't eligible for postseason play, and almost all of last year, knowing that, it was almost like we were building up till this year. We couldn't harp a whole lot on last year because last year when the regular season was done, it was done. But it really is just building up towards this year. It's like we have an extra long season. Our preseason of this year was last year. And we've got a whole lot of returners coming back on both the men's and women's team. And now we just got to have some reinforcements. We got to have some freshmen that are going to get to come in, and they're going to help us. We've got players that are freshmen. They're going to help us on the men's and women's team this year, and that's exciting. So we're returning a lot, and now we've got some new young players that are just going to help us get to where we want to go. We start off really soon, actually. On Monday, we're going to be playing KCK Community College here at William Jewell College, 5:30 and 7:30 kickoffs, women first and the men. And then just 2 days later, on August 22nd, we will host Maple Woods Community College. So those games should be very good games for us to see how our entire roster looks, not only our returning players and players we're very familiar with, but also some of the newer players that are trying to impress that so far are doing very well in our preseason. We've got our captains for our women's team, Renee Freeman, Mallory Malone, and Sarah Franklin are doing an outstanding job. They're very good players and are really working well with the team, integrating everyone on and off the field. And our men's captains, Cole Prather, Pete Neckbottle, and Chris Benz, are also outstanding. It's one of those things, Coach Josh Howard and I, we have a lot of confidence in our team, and our captains have a lot to do with that. They're outstanding student athletes, very good players, and gives us a lot of confidence as we move forward towards our games, which preseason games begin on Monday. Hope to see you guys at our games. First game, our women regular season game, we'll play September 2nd. Missouri Western is coming down to play against us. It'll be the first time we've ever played Missouri Western. They have a women's team, they don't have a men's team. That will probably be a rivalry that we will continue to develop. I think then our football team plays them that weekend as well. So Cardinals versus Griffins that week should be pretty exciting. And then we'll go on the road for the first weekend of our conference season. We'll go to Indianapolis and then play at St. Joe's. And then the next weekend, Lewis University, the following weekend, will come to us for our first conference game. So hope to see you next week, next Monday and Wednesday. And if not, be great to see you the next Tuesday when we play Missouri Western. Thanks a lot.
First of all, I'd like to thank you all very much for coming out. First Cardinal Club Luncheon of the year, excuse me. It's a really exciting time to be part of Cardinal Athletics, and I think a lot of the coaches here are pretty fatigued from all the practices we've been doing, so you may not get the full realm of the excitement, but I guarantee if you set foot on campus and you watch our athletes and our coaches in action, you'll get caught up in the excitement as well. So I'd like to also take this opportunity to introduce, we've got a new member of our coaching staff this year. If you would please stand up, Justin Garrard. He's not been on campus for a full week yet, so I think we'll spare him the opportunity to stand in front of the mic today, but you'll be hearing from him very shortly. We've got a great cross-country season ahead of us. The last couple days we've spent training and doing our time trials, determining what kind of fitness level our athletes have achieved over the summer. I've got to say I'm very pleased, very impressed, especially with the young athletes that we brought in. Very talented guys. The group of girls will be led by Jess Connery, who was a all-conference athlete last year, school record holder for us, so we're excited to see her. She's originally from up in Cardi. And the guys team will be led by Kyle Gillette and Josue Villarreal. Both of those guys are all-conference athletes as well. As far as cross-country goes, we're looking forward to the regional meet this year. Last year we had the opportunity to compete at the conference championships, but for us, the regional meet is what determines who goes to the national meet. And so that's what we're building to. That meet will be November 1st, and that will be held at Wisconsin Parkside in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Until then, we'll start off very low-key meet down. It's the Maple Leaf Invitational hosted by Baker University, so we'll revisit some old rivalries, and then the following weekend we'll head up to Northwest Missouri State and continue on working against regional opponents and schools outside of our region as well. So, again, it's a great day to be a Cardinal, and to all you supporters and alums, there's nothing that we could do without your help, so I speak on behalf of all the coaches. We do really appreciate all your support, all the time you've given us, and it'll be an exciting year, so please stay involved and keep coming to these things. Thank you very much.
How's everybody doing? I was obviously unprepared. I did not know I was going to be up here, but I just want to express how excited myself and the rest of the team is for this upcoming season. It's our first season in Division II, first season in the conference that we'll be in, and I know myself and all the other guys are really looking forward to going out there and see what the competition's like, see what the challenge is, and I know we're all going to step up and be and elevate our level to the elevated competition. Just right now, and like Coach Cruzy was saying, in the point of training camp, it's part of the grind. We have our second two-a-day today. We got two more left in the training camp. We're just going to keep our heads up, keep working hard like we've been doing, and keep competing every day. This is the first training camp I've been a part of with an elevated emotion from both sides of the football. The offense is getting after the defense equally as much as the defense is getting after the offense. And I just can't wait till we can put all that emotion into an opponent, not in ourselves. So I speak on the rest of the team. We're really looking forward to September 1st, and can't wait for the opportunity to play in our first Division II conference game. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
There's one more individual that I'd like to recognize, obviously. She's sitting over here. Most of you know her, Dr. Darlene Bailey. She's our Director of Athletics. So if everybody give her a good round of applause. She's the one that got us through into the Division II process, and it's been a great ride. There's a group of individuals that just showed up. I'd like to direct your attention to my right over here. These gentlemen sitting over here, none of us, coaches, athletic administrators, could get anything done without their help. They get the fields ready, they get the air conditioning working, the ice machines working, the grass cut, you name it, they get it done for us. And they're probably sick and tired of listening and talking to me, but let's give them a big round of applause. I know some of them don't even answer their cell phone when I call, so. Future important dates. This coming Saturday, football's going to have an open practice starting at 9:30 a.m. They're going to do a bit of a scrimmage. According to Coach Cruzy, anyone and everyone's welcome to show up. He says practice will start at 9. They should start their scrimmage anywhere between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. April 24th at the Power and Light. Encourage everybody to come down. It doesn't cost you anything to get in. And it'll be the kickoff for the athletic department down at the Power and Light between 5 and 7 o'clock. The opening football game of the NCAA against Colorado School of the Mines out of Denver. We're having an alumni function on Thursday evening. Friday there's some other athletic functions. Saturday morning tailgate. If you need and want more information and want to make the trip out there, just go ahead and get on the website and shoot me an email. I have some business cards here if you want that, if you want them to, so you can have my email address. Again, I'll share the next date, which is September 20th. I hope everybody will return and possibly bring a friend along with you to hear our date. We should hear from the same coaches. We should have a few more athletes here, and hopefully things will be going in the right direction for the Cardinal Athletic Department.